Hello, hello, happy Thursday. Thank you for coming in tonight. Thanks, replay viewers, for hanging out here, and thank you, YouTube viewers, for watching as well. It is New Block Thursday for the Splendid Sampler Quilt Along, and we have a new block called First Purse by D. Mill here, and it is just this adorable little patchwork little clutch, little purse. And I'm ready to go here, kind of. I'm going to need your guys' help tonight picking some colors, but we'll see how it goes. So, all right, I'm going to flip you around, and we'll get started. Hey, guys. Happy Thursday. Thanks so much for coming in tonight. So it is New Block Thursday for the Splendid Sampler Quilt Along. We get new blocks every Thursday and Sunday, and we are real close to the end here. We just got block 97 out of 100 today. We've been working on this quilt since February, since Valentine's Day of 2016, so it's almost been a year now. We only have 3 more blocks, official blocks left. I think there might be another bonus block in there. But we're wrapping it up here. Pretty crazy. I am still 11 blocks behind. Not behind, but 11 blocks unfinished. So we'll be doing the videos for the Splendid Sampler until I'm done with that. And then we'll be doing videos on other projects after this as well. And I'm taking suggestions, so if there's any crafty whatever's knitting or tatting or anything that you want to give a try, or needle felting, I know we mentioned yesterday, that'd be fun too. We'll play around with some other things, and we'll do some embroidery and some more sewing as well. But until we're done with the Splendid Sampler, we'll probably be working on that yet. So thanks, guys, for coming in. My name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish, where we make lovely and quirky hand embroidery patterns and kits. I'm the author of Sew and Stitch Embroidery and a fabric designer, and I'm here every weeknight at 9:30 p.m. Central. Thanks again for coming in, and thanks, guys, so much. We had a fabric sale. I have my new fabric collection is out. Little zebra. And we had a little fabric sale last night on Facebook, so if you wanted to check that out, you can look on YouTube and last night's Facebook Live. There's more info there if you're interested or want to see the whole collection all laid out. So thanks again, guys, all you ordered. I really appreciate it, and they will go out soon. They'll go out before the weekend. So thanks, guys. I'm going to flip you around, and we will get going. Okay, here is my crazy mess. So I decided to just look through my scraps and find all the scraps that I had that I could cut to the 1.5-inch square. You know, we're making this little 1.5-inch square patchwork. And I grabbed all the, originally I was going to make it a blue purse, but I realized that I actually don't have many large scraps. Like, I don't have many blue scraps that are 1.5 inches or larger, which I was really surprised at considering how much blue I'm using. But I did have a bunch of all the other colors, so the whites, the yellows, the reds, and I threw the kitty in there too. We had a lot of those scraps, so I thought I'd cut my 12 squares out of here, but I'm not sure what background color to use. So I either wanted to use this blue that's got this little speckled black, so this is kind of what it would look like on there, or I wanted to use this bright kind of peacock teal color, and that's, you know, this is what it would look like on here, so I don't know really which one to go with. I guess if I had to choose right now, I'm kind of leaning towards this, because I think this would all pop off a bit more, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to just leave those out while we cut and sew the purse. I will need to know, by the time we get to the little cute corners, we'll need to have picked the, you like the speckled one, Connie? Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards that one. But we'll need to know by the time we get this far. So by step 7, we will have to know what background. But for the time being, I'm going to just let them sit here. You like the first one the best? You like the dark? Okay, so far, dark is the winner. I'm going to let those sit. So I do have kind of doubles of a lot of these. I just pulled everything I had that's this size. So I'm going to start by just cutting out like one of each of them, and then we'll see if we start adding doubles. So 1.5 inches. I have a few pieces in here that are already probably 1.5, and I just need to cross cut it. Yeah, like this is 1.5. I'm not even going to, I'm going to just even assume that this is square. We'll just double check. Yeah, that looks good. So why don't we just trim the 1.5 out of here? And this will be our first little guy. Ooh, wow, I'm having kind of a weird time measuring on here. Okay. There we go. You know what? I might add a handle. So there was an example, when they release the block, there's always like the couple of samples of ones that were made already. Those are made by the designers. Just so if you guys didn't know, the designers who did the blocks got access to all of the blocks beforehand, so they could make a few. So Pat and Jane had a few examples to post when they released the blocks. So that's just an interesting tidbit. But there was one that had like this little chain stitched. I kind of really liked that, so we might add a little bit. Yeah, the little handle. We might add some of that because I really enjoyed that a lot, actually. I think I'm gonna just trim this right here. Actually, this apple's pretty cute. I don't care. I'm gonna do kind of so I get a bunch of these blues. Maybe I will kind of fussy cut that apple. All right, so I'm just gonna trim this so that's out of the way. And, oh, you know what? I should have just trimmed both edges right away, but oh well. I got my swivel mat out so we can use that. Yeah, the handle just looked so adorable. Didn't it look like just a little chain hanging there in that example? I thought that was just so sweet. So I think maybe we'll do something like that too. We'll see how it goes. It would be fun to add that little bit of embroidery on the endo. I thought, I'm with you guys, I thought that was pretty cute. Pretty cute. What I also, if I didn't do the handle, what I thought would be neat as an alternative would be to, maybe with like metal, my like silver embroidery thread, just kind of like stitch a line like this, because that would kind of be the opening, you know what I mean? Where it pops open, like that metal. It's because this is like one of those purses that have those that's stitched onto like that metal frame with those two like baubles that squish together to close. I'm sure that has a name, but this like purse frame, I thought that would be another alternative versus doing like the chain, but the chain was really cute. It was kind of something like, like that or something. Would be pretty darling too. We'll see how it goes. If we want to work that hard, maybe we'll do that. All right, let's just keep cutting, guys. There, so I got that little apple in there. I think that's fun. Oh, maybe you guys can't see all the way up there. I'm just kind of placing these guys. All right. Grab a piece out of here. I'm not sure these are all really square, so I'm just kind of squaring. Yeah, like a clamshell, just exactly like that emoji, exactly like that. So that would be like another option, which I think would be kind of cute if I decided to not do the little handle. Yeah, like a coin purse, exactly. I thought that'd be kind of fun. Either or, we'll do one or the other. I probably won't do both just because, I don't need to add more time to my Splendid Sampler. We're trying to get ahead on our blocks since I'm so behind on those. use up all our cute little scrappies. And this is the time to use things up now too, just with the 3 blocks left. If you're not going to use it now, not going to use it. Alrighty. I don't really need to rotate it like that. I think I could just, turn it, but turn the fabric. But it's fun to use. I like it. I can get my angles a little bit better for cutting. Alright. This one I might, I might just hit that with the iron really quick. I probably should have done that beforehand, but oh well. I don't think I'm going to starch these just because, I don't know. We'll try it without starching. There's not too many pieces, and actually I'm not going to bother starching because if everything ends up being too small, we can just add to the border, or we'll just add we'll add a little bit bigger border than we need, and then we'll just trim it to the perfect size. So I'm not really all worried about total perfection for these little pieces, so I think we're going to be okay. I know this does. I like the little patchwork play that we got going on with this block. Ooh, let's get a kitty in there. I think this one I have. This one I can kind of fussy cut a kitty head out of there. So let's try that. That one I'm gonna just hit with the iron too. It's just a little crunchy. It's been sitting in that in the bin for a while. 1.5. Alright. Doing all separate scrappy pieces like this does take a little longer, because we're spending time cutting and all that, but it's fun to use up scraps too. Alright, there we got a couple kitties. This guy I think we'll get his head chopped off a little bit, but we'll get that center kitty at least. Alright, let's move the kitties out of the way. I'm going to get at least one of all the different fabrics that I have here, and then we'll need to double up on a few of them. Ooh, can I get 1.5 out of there? Yeah, just barely. This one I still really like. It's crazy fabric. So I'm encouraging the habit to constantly close your rotary cutter safety. I don't know if you've noticed, but like after every time I'm done cutting, I immediately turn it off. It's part of my habit because I'm just so paranoid about, how sharp it is. You don't want to accidentally grab it if you accidentally left it open. So just another PSA for you. Really, really try and make that a habit. All right, we have. Ooh, I wonder if I have a little nick out of here. I don't know if I quite have the 1.5 I need for this. Ooh, just barely. All right, fine. We're using it. Just can barely get the 1.5 out of here. You know what? I probably have an extra scrap laying around, but oh well, we're getting it out of this one. Okay, 1.5. I'm gonna check to see if I have any nicks on this. You know what? I'm not paying attention to how many I need here. I need well, I need 12. It says. Oh, but some are these little corners. So I need like 4, and then 2, and then like another 2. That one I need to press. I should just press all these as I go. Oh yeah, if there's one with a nick, you're right. I could use it as the corner one and just have the nicked one, the nicked side of it, just off and away somewhere. But all right, so we need, we need 5 more. I think we need this one's gonna be triangle, 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 and then 1 more. So 5 we need. What else do we got in here that we haven't used yet? Oh, haven't used this guy. Let's get a lot of that blue in there. It's pretty. Alrighty. 1.5. Okay, and we'll decide where we want these placed and stuff. I'm just kind of plopping it on there. Oh, thanks for the share, Patricia. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, okay, Cheryl. Yep, I think if we haven't, if we have a nick out of one, we'll put it in the corner. Got those already. Oh, this one we don't have that yet. Let's press that. And then I think after that one, we're going to be starting to double things up. So we'll just pick from some favorites. All right. Pretty sure I have enough here for 1.5. Ooh, wow, just barely again. It's really hard to. This blue is almost the same tone as this gray matte. It's hard to see against the matte. More kitty? All right, yeah, I can throw more kitty in there. More kitty is never a wrong answer. All right. Just barely 1.5. All right. Yep, we need 3 more. So, all right, let's grab some more kitty. Yep, this is the only piece I can get any more out. We won't be able to see any kitty. We'll have some kitty butt in there. That's it. And then why don't we, here's 2 pieces. Well, why don't we go with that? So here's 3 pieces. I just need 3 pieces. You know what? Let's stack them. I don't know why we didn't do that before. Probably because it's just a lot of scraps, and I didn't know if I could get them all. But here we can for sure stack these last 3. That would have been thinking. Oh well. All right, that's those 2 sides. It's fun to use this tiny ruler again. I haven't used it in a while, except for last night, or 2 nights ago we used it a little, but before that it's been a while. All right. That should be it. We should have our 12. So let's kind of place them where we think, and then we still need to decide on a background. Weird. Sorry. I just, Alexa started talking to me just now. I'm like, what is she saying? Oh gosh. Alexa, stop. Oh my gosh. So something I said just now decided to make the Alexa talk to me. Oh man. Slightly creepy. Creeping me out. Alright, let's just kind of take a look at this. Well, you know what? Now would be a good time to lay them out on our 2 backgrounds again. I think everyone seemed to be leaning towards this this dark blue, and I think I'm kind of with you. So we got that speckled blue. Yeah, Donna, that was the first time it's just, I don't know, the first time it's just decided to play Beach Boys. I don't know, it was so weird. It's like, sure, I'll play you some Beach Boys. And I don't know, something that I said must have sounded like that. Talked all the time to you on accident. Oh, change the name. Oh, can you change the name? I didn't know that. You know, Marianne, when my husband says my name, it does sometimes. It does react to, not when I say it usually, but when he says it, it does. You know, the duplicates I think I'll have on the outside. So I'm just going to kind of fold it. But yeah, I just started chatting. I'm like, what? Alexa. All right, so this one, maybe we'll do the corner up top. There, that's kind of fun. Here's a double. We'll put that one down here. All right, I think we need more. Let's move some of these around. Let's put a red down there. I don't know. Maybe right like that. You know what? I think I'm going to make this guy a corner. Yeah. Is that looking okay? I think that's looking okay, maybe. Might as well just keep it, right? What difference is it going to be just by changing a little? Yes, it's exactly like, what was the robot made in Jetsons? What was her name? It was like a normal person's name, wasn't it? Like Donna or something. It wasn't that, but I think it was something like that. Judy! It was Judy, wasn't it? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. All right, so what are you thinking here? Still on the dark? I do think it kind of... Oh, Rosie! That's what it was! Rosie! I was close. Rosie, there you guys got it. That sounds a whole lot better. It's funny. Alrighty, you know what? Let's just do the darker blue. It definitely kind of pops. I mean, I just really like how bright and fun this is, but you know what? I think it pops a little bit better. So let's... And I actually have more of... Oh, Judy was the daughter, so there wasn't Judy in there. Okay, I'm not totally insane. All right, okay, we're doing the dark blue. So let me just, wow. Let's try and not completely change what we did right here. All right, get rid of this. I'm gonna just keep scooching these out of the way, but keep them in order. Okay, so I'm gonna finish cutting this blue on the left. Oh, the blue on the left. Okay, the model blue for sure. Okay, we are 100% agreed on the blue, so that's awesome. That's good to hear, people. I like it. Hey, Don, thanks for coming. We are just getting going. We cut out our little purse. All right, so you know what? I am not going to cut these outer ones yet. I'll do that last because we can cut these, the D pieces and that C piece, those borders. We can cut those a little bit bigger, and then we'll trim it down. So just to make up for if we make any mistakes in here. And actually, we'll make them bigger. Then we'll do all our embroidery and stitching buttons on and all that, and then we'll trim it down. That might be the best route. So I'm not going to worry about even cutting those right now, but I am going to cut the little triangle pieces that make, you know, the shape here. So let's see. We just need 4 more 1.5-inch squares. So let's do that. I'm going to hopefully do that by. I don't want to wreck my little arrangement there, but I'm going to just try folding this over a few times like that, and we'll try and cut our 4 like that. That's about 1.5 inches, right? I go a little less, I think. Alrighty, I'm okay with that. Yeah. Do I have enough? Yeah, we we're good. We'll go right there, so we don't waste too much. Yeah, Joe, I like all these little kind of scrappy patchwork ones. All right, now let's try rotating this without hitting all those. I don't want to really move. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because I need to rotate. Here, let me scooch you guys over. I need to turn my ruler around anyway. I just didn't want to move it too much because I don't want these pieces to come apart. All right. I'm not sure I went all the way over, but we'll see. Yep, there we go. We're good to go. Alrighty, so we should have our other four 1.5 inch. Wow, is that 1.5? It looks a little shy. No, it's fine. Huh, weird. We have our little ends, so these will form the little triangles on the end here. Oh, you're about 40 behind. Yep. If you haven't printed them out, now would be a good time to do it because I'm not sure they will be around after Block 100 is released. It might for a week or so, but I'm not positive on that. They will all be in the book, so there's that. But I don't think the bonus projects will be. So yeah, if you've started this and want to do it for free still, I would go and download all of the blocks real soon. There's only 3 left. That's only like a week and a half's worth left. All right. Oh, see, now we can already kind of see that shape forming. Oh, how cute. I like it. All right. So next up, we are until March. Okay, so that's good to know. So they'll be up till March. Janet says so. Good to know. All right. So I'm gonna sew the top row 2, the middle row 4, and the bottom row 2. These 2, these 4, and these 2. We'll get those done right now, and then onto the corners, and then we'll get those all sewn together. Yep, so it ends February 14th, so it's exactly a year because we started it on February 14th in 2016, which is so funny. I feel like I can't believe that it's already that far ahead. Oops, I guess I have to thread my needle here. I was using this thread for the needle turn applique yesterday. That won't take long. Not yesterday, 2 days ago. I haven't sewn in a couple days on the machine. All right, now we're ready to go. I'm gonna just get this ender in there, or the leader. All right, scissors and my stiletto. I know, the whole year just flew by. Isn't that just, I don't know, I find it, not unsettling isn't the right word, but it's just, even now, like the weeks, I can't believe it's February already, and February 2nd, I just, I feel like I'm just, oh yeah, time flies when you're having fun, that's true, but I feel like I'm just getting into the new year, like I'm just getting adjusted, and, a couple holidays have already flown by, you know what I mean? It's just crazy to me. All right, I gotta kind of remember the order of this. This white one was on both of these lights were on the outside. Okay, that's how I remember it. I'm gonna just trim as I go so I remember how they were. Knitting with Alyssa and Alexa. I'm afraid to say her name too loud. I don't know what we said, but apparently it was Alexa play Beach Boys. Oh no, it heard me. No. Alexa, stop! Alexa, stop. All right. I can't whisper by her, apparently. All right. I haven't started the sweater yet. Oh yeah, get them printed out, Marion, and yeah, and you know I'll be working on them for a while yet. I got all my unfinished ones to go. I got 11 unfinished ones, and they are ones that will take a bit of time. So, and then, you know, I want to sew them together with you guys, and the whole rest of the quilt making process. Like, I wanna do all that too. Some of that I'll probably do at my mom's house. Yours listen. I can't say her name anymore. Yours listens better to my kids than you. Oh, that's funny. That's cute. Oh, Erica, does it respond to your name? Because you got kind of that same thing like how I do, that it's awfully familiar, or awfully similar to the name. He who must not be named, basically, at this point. Here, right? Is that like this? I think so. And we'll put those together. And this is the last one. Then we can press. Oops. Oh, but man, so I worked out today, and I haven't done that in a few days, but I've decided that, so I told the who should not be named to play 90s pop music, and man, that's the way to go for a workout. It's just so silly, all the music from that time period. Made the workout snappy. Okay, so here we are. Look, we totally shrunk our purse already just by losing the seam allowances. So let's press them in the directions we need to. Yep, I'm done. I'm trying to get back on track here again. I did stop a little bit because my knee was hurting, and I wanted to make sure it didn't hurt anymore. So I'm gonna do some trigger point therapy tomorrow on the off day. So it's like an every other day HIIT workout. The what does that stand for again? High intensity interval training. It's that type of workout. Oh, you got 2 workouts in today. Holy cow! Good work. Sheesh, that's awesome. All right, these all go this way. But yeah, so tomorrow's kind of the low intensity day, so I'm gonna do, I think, some yoga and then trigger point therapy stuff. Just because, you know, I've been sitting, I just do so much sitting, it's bad. And I do this is what a lot of crafters deal with. There's a lot of leaning forward, like hunched forward, and a lot of holding your head forward and not straight on your head. So like when you're looking down at your project, and a lot of holding your hands outward, and all that can really cause different like trigger points in your back and your legs and calves and all that. So I'm going to work on that tomorrow, because it's actually not even really good to stretch muscles that have knots and like that. So I'm going to work on that, and then probably do a little yoga on the off day. So I'm trying to do workout on my off days too, because I think I have to be a creature of routine. I think I'm discovering that is the way to go for me. So even on non-workout days, I gotta set apart that time as if I'm gonna work out. I think that's the only way I'm gonna keep this consistent. So we'll see. But I did start out again today, so I feel good about that. All right, we are done with this little part. All right, draw a diagonal line on the wrong side of square B. That's these dark blues. So we're basically just doing that thing where we sew right down the middle and then trim off an end, and we'll get a half square triangle. Your trainer has been working on your posture and shoulders for a year now. Yeah, so I bet you you're doing a lot of like trigger point stuff. Have I told you guys about that book yet? That's my new favorite book, grab the trigger point therapy book, but it's basically, you know how you get knots in your muscles? These are like just very tiny knots in like individual, I always want to say threads of muscles, but what's that term? Like those, it's not threads, and it's not strands. But anyway, it's just very small knots that can cause a lot of pain, and not even in the same place that the knot is. So, like for example, like a lot of back pain and shoulder pain can actually be from strain on the front of your neck, not ligaments. No, striated. That's getting close. That's oh gosh, it starts like with an F or something. I don't know. You know, like if you're eating meat and it's the grain of the meat goes a certain way. What's that called? Those muscles or whatever. So instead of drawing a line, I'm just folding it in half so you can fibers. That's what I'm thinking of. The muscle fibers. Yeah. So it's they're tiny knots in little areas of the muscle in the center most of the time in the muscle fibers, and it feels like a small pea. Or if you have like pain in that certain area, you can kind of feel it. But those crunch up your muscles at that point, which causes pain, and it also stretches out the muscles where they connect. Yeah, muscle fibers, perfect. Where they connect to the bone. So they're strained there as well. But like a pain in the back of my shoulder can actually be from the front of my neck, like could be where the problem is, which happens from holding my neck forward from doing all this crafting. So instead of rubbing your shoulders where you feel the pain, you should like rub basically the sides of your neck. You know, this is just an example, but I'm looking for my stiletto. So it's this whole interesting thing, and it's my new favorite book. I actually might do a newsletter about it coming up, because I think, doing that thing where it's eating on my corners. Oops, wow. Then I forgot to put the press-up book down. All right, let's start over. We might have to do the thing where I put the little piece of paper underneath. I'm just going to try and pull this a little. Try and use the same piece. You know what, I am going to rip a few little pieces of paper. So this was a little trick that you guys told me, someone here told me about. Oh, I don't want that much though, just a little bit at the end. Because my machine wants to eat my corners. Oh yeah, so Donna, I think you know, since you're very much into this stuff already, I think you would really love it. I will, I'll bring it out tomorrow, but it's amazing. Your pain is in your right side, but the problem is actually the left shoulder. Yeah, so it's stuff like that. It's some weird, evolutionary thing where it's, you know, like the knot might be in your hamstring, but your knee will hurt. But your body, like your brain says that it wants to, favor that knee. Like don't hurt your knee because, or you know, it's just making it, instead of being like, oh, my leg hurts, I shouldn't use my leg. It's putting the pain in an area that will cause more alarm to like the brain or something like that. I don't know. They don't quite know why pain is referred to different parts, but it's, you know, because what nerves are running through that muscle and near those muscle fibers and all that. So referred pain is kind of funny. And it's not even pain. It can be dizziness or, you know, carpal tunnel syndrome. It could be like all these things could actually be just muscle pain, like these tiny muscles. So if you work on those tiny muscles, I'm going to keep going with this paper, then that might be the key. Even if there's an underlying problem, like even if you do have something bigger like a slip disc or something like that, the actual pain could still be from the muscles and not the actual slip disc itself. So even if there is some other underlying condition, a lot of it could be treated, or like a first line of defense could be, well, let's work on your muscles and see if there's any issues there before having like open back surgery or something, you know what I mean? So I don't know, completely fascinating. I am totally sucked into this. So I totally recommend this book, especially, you know, for crafters, because like I said, we're always leaning forward. We always have our arms forward, which puts strain on our back and elbows and everything. Without supported elbows and our neck, all of that, we inherently are not good at that as crafters. A lot of bending over, all those things. You have sandwich wrap next to your, like parchment paper? I had never heard this before, the whole paper thing, until it was mentioned on here, and man, it does work. Yes, and stretching. And Donna, in this book, it says that you even want to make sure your muscles are worked and kind of as free from these trigger points as possible before stretching, even, or getting too much with stretching, because it's making that knot in that muscle fiber, which is, you know, if these are your muscle fibers, and it's, you know, connected, you know, here and my pinky are connected to the bone. Well, if this middle part is all tied in a knot, these others have to make up the space, so they get stretched out. You know, instead of being all perfectly even, you know, they get stretched out close to the muscle where they attach, or close to the bone where they attach to the bone. And stretching it even more can strain that even more. So you have to get rid of that knot so that the fibers are able to stretch again. It's 5 by, oh, hold on. That's like when I thought you had cancer in your legs, holy crap, and they were aching, and doctor, what? Oh my gosh, Jennifer, that's crazy. 5 by 7 sandwich wrapper paper, which is super thin. I'm gonna look for that, Janet. You just use the leader at the beginning of the sewing, but well, the problem, Aaliyah, oh, Jennifer, it was your back, not your legs. Oh my gosh. See, that's the thing too, though, Jennifer. Doctors just don't know. They want to prescribe pain pills and give you surgery and all that, when a lot of it can be like, okay, let's look at the muscles first and referred pain, and then before looking at other stuff. Aaliyah, I'm not using the leaders because I can't only use the leaders because I'm not sewing it right on top of the leader. I'm putting it in right after the leader, and it wasn't enough for my machine. My machine was still wanting to push, I don't know, for some reason, my corners into the machine still, even with the leaders. So I just decided to do it this way instead, without the leaders. Jennifer, that is so scary. All right, we are done those. I talked most of the time through that, so that probably took forever. All right, let's snip these, and I will tear these little papers off as well. But it stopped the machine from completely eating all these corners. I only had to do this one other time on the Splendid Sampler, and it's annoying to have to do it. All right, I'm going to, oh wait, you know what? I'm going to do that thing where I was gonna trim them already, but I'm going to press them first, because then I can use the part that I'm going to cut off as my guide to make sure that they're kind of square. So let's get rid of the paper first. Get rid of all that. So we're tearing it off just like how we do our paper piecing. The sewing makes perforation marks in the paper, so it's easy. Easy to tear off. All right, there we go. So let's press these. Yeah, Jennifer, that is, see, that's what I, like, I don't know, it freaks me out now, hearing stories like that, or just, you know, there's so many people getting carpal tunnel surgery now, and just back surgery, and all sorts of things, and it could be just a few crazy knots, and it's just so fascinating. So I will, I'll definitely bring this book out to share with you guys tomorrow. I'm obsessed with it, kind of. I'm not quite done reading it, but I love learning how things work. You know what I mean? And this isn't some like woo-woo stuff. It is very mechanical, which I like. It's very clear and mechanical. It's not like some here's your aura and blah blah stuff, which is perfectly fine too. I'm just saying that that's not what this is. This is straight up. This is connected to this, which is connected to this, mechanical, which I like. So see, I'm lining up the edge with my edge that I haven't cut here yet. And I'm also pressing to the darks. The dark outside. All right, let's, oh, carpal tunnel? Oh man, what muscle does this exercise work? Is surgery? Yes, surgery is last resort medicine, like pain relievers, all that is, as, that's not solving, you know, well, and even with surgery, you still might have, you know, you might not have solved your trigger point problem, so the problem still might be there. You know what I'm saying? And actually surgery, you're straining your muscles a lot during surgery, so that actually can cause more trigger points. So you always need to be looking at the muscles and these tiny knots in your muscles and the pain that it's referred to. So what's neat for the book is that there's pictures of like, okay, do you feel your pain here? Because it's probably these two trigger points, which are like on the other side of the body. So there's like a grid for you to, see, okay, where's my pain? And then you can correlate, or you can just like see, all right, this pain relates to these trigger points. And you might feel pain here, here, and here, like your neck and your back and your shoulder, but it might be still from this one trigger point. It's pretty fascinating. Like, I think it should just be in people's daily practice. You know, like how yoga and people are stretching and stuff every day. I think this is as important. Oh gosh, you know what? I don't even know that offhand. The author. Yep, watch what I'm cutting. I know I don't want to screw this up. So I'm folding it back, and then I'm cutting off the 1/4 inch. Thanks for the paper idea with the points and sewing. You started a bit. Oh, back. That's a good idea too. Starting in a bit and then back stitch. I like that too, Christine. That's a smart idea. Yeah, I've only had to do the paper one other time. You know what? I have no idea where these corners went. Did this go up here? I think it went up here. Or no, it didn't. Maybe over here? That could be right. I mean, if you just go on Amazon and type in trigger point therapy, it's the one that's a big blue book with like a diagram of a portion of the back on it. I don't know. It's pretty fascinating. All right, last one here. I think I actually got these back in the right place. You know what? And we've talked about it a lot today, so I'll put a link to it underneath this video when I'm done too, just because I'm so interested in it now and would love it to hear what you guys think of it too. All right, so let's sew these guys on, and then we sew all of them together. So we're just finishing this unit here. I think we have time to do that yet. We'll see. And then tomorrow we can, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday. So tomorrow I'm still here. So tomorrow we will sew the border on and start stitching. Like we'll stitch our little, I gotta pick out some buttons for it, and we'll stitch whatever embroidery tomorrow too. I think we can finish all that in one evening. I think so. Yeah, so tonight we'll finish this cute little patchwork center. Alright, I'm grabbing from the top and the bottom. I grab from the opposite side that I usually do, so that's a little odd for me. But I'll remember what pieces go where this time. Alright, let's snip this first one off. The bottom left is going in a different way as it's repeat. Oh, yeah, you're right. Well, that's okay. I should have looked at that beforehand, before I pressed it, but oh well, there's not much I can do now, because I don't like it as much. Oh, maybe I like it up here. I don't know. Let's take a look, because that's my only option now, is to exchange it there. So it was down here. What I could do is change these two around, which might be nice. Should we just go like that? I do kind of like them going in the same direction, so why don't we go like that? Good catch. And we'll sew that one right now. It is kind of nice when they go in the same direction. And I like that vertical direction. Alright, and then we'll attach this one to the bottom. Oh, you know what? This one has the same one in that row, but whatever, that's what we're doing now. I'm not going to take it out. Alright. And that is that. Let's stick our ender in there. Alright, I do need to press these ones quick. They are both pressed. Wait, this is no, that's the bottom. They want them, yeah, okay, so pressed towards the right, and I think I pressed that one wrong too, so alright, this one goes there, and this is up here. Right? I think that's right. Okay, great. Let's press these and we'll get those together. And I'm not going to pin them or anything. We're going to just try and do the whole nesting of the seams and as we go. So we'll see how that goes. I know this is a totally cute, fun block. And I'm excited to finish it off with the stitching too. We'll either do like a cute little chain, which I thought was cute, or or a little edging, like the opening. These go in this direction. Okay, there we be. Let's sew these rows together. Look how cute. Oh gosh, I almost I forgot to check if he was right side up or upside down, so I'm glad he came out okay. All right, so I'm going to just flip this top one over, and because the seam allowances are in opposite directions, you can see these ones are pointing to the left and the ones on the bottom are pointing to the right. We can nudge them up against each other, and the little ridge will bump up to each other, and if you get them to bump up right next to each other, and then line up the edge here. When you sew over where they're bumped up, it should make a perfect intersection for us. So that's like kind of the beauty of nested seams. So let's finish that up. Hopefully we're not too choppy right now. My Facebook is telling me that my connection is a little weak. So let me know. We'll try and finish this up before we die here. All right, I just want to pull the bottom of this. I don't think I have these quite matched up. All right, there we go. I'm just using my stiletto kind of as a pin. And there, now we're through that first nested seam. So now I'm going to try and, while it's in the machine, bump up those next two seams. You can kind of feel them when they're bumped up next to each other. All right, that's the second one. And the last one. Not quite sure how well I did in that last one, but we'll see how it goes. All right, a leader. And man, how did my scissors get way over there? Oops. I want to peek how I did quickly. Not totally confident. Not too shabby. Oh gosh, the last one's not quite good. That one felt a little funny, but oh well. So we're not. The middle one's really good though. That one's matched up perfectly. This one we're a hair off, but not bad. And this one we're just a 32nd of an inch off. Hardly anything either. Not too concerned. All right, let's throw this bottom one on. Same deal. We can nest these together. Alrighty. Alright, first one. That's two. And you could pin or wonder clip all these too, but I just like feeling for them nesting together. All right, get a leader. All right, let's see how we did there. Ooh, much better. So that first one is right on. Second one looks pretty good, and the third one too. So not too shabby down at the bottom there. Look how little this turned out, though. It's so funny, so little. All right, let's press those seams. It looks like we're pressing them both upward, and we will call it for the night. Then after this, we will pick this up tomorrow. I'm kind of hoping we can finish it tomorrow. We'll see. We got to sew that border on, and we'll do our little bit of stitching. We'll decide what that is, and stitch the little buttons on. I'll find some cute buttons that we can use, and that will be that. All this needs is a little border and some decorative details. Let's hit the front here too yet. Super flat. So cute, I like it. It looks like I got some toner or something on the front, but all right, here we are. Ooh, and then let's throw this behind so we can kind of see what it's gonna look like. Wow, there's not much of this piece. Let's just go like that. All right, there we go. So that'll blend in, and these all get tucked under and stuff too. So we'll find some cute buttons. We got a thimble here. We'll pretend that's a couple buttons right there. And I don't know. You know what? We still have some of this fun sparkly thread. This gold is even kind of cute. Actually, this gold is kind of cute too. Maybe I'll find some like gold like metal buttons, and we'll throw this as like a little decorative thing. We could actually still. I still do like the idea of the frame. Marianne. Yeah, I can't say that out loud. It'll yell at me. But you know how at the beginning we talked about maybe, I have this pencil line going around the edge, like it's the opening. That could be really fun with this too. I could do like a chain stitch all the way along the edge here after we have it sewn together, so it would be like, along this edge. In the gold. Isn't the gold kind of fun? It kind of goes with this. So around the edge like that, and then like a couple goldish buttons. And we'll do that first. Maybe we'll leave it like that, but maybe we still will add like a little chain too. We'll see how it goes, but I'm kind of digging this. I had it out. I think let's use it up. There's actually not much left. I do have some silver sitting out here too. So we could do silver and gold if we wanted to. We'll play around with that, but I kind of like these funny little deals here, so we'll play with that. All right, guys, I'm going to flip you around, and we'll call it an evening. Woohoo! We got the patchwork done. Here it is. So look how small. It's actually so small. It's kind of like a little flying saucer right now. The little kitty looking out the window. I like the patchworks, and I like the half square triangles. That always adds like a fun little detail to everything. So we'll get that border on super quick tomorrow and get right to the embroidery. I think we'll do the buttons last. So if we don't get to the buttons, we'll just work on the embroidery and then get the buttons on like Saturday during the mini marathon or something. So I will be doing my Saturday morning kind of mini marathon. I'm kind of itching to get back to that Block 91, the needle turn applique one. We're done with the needle turn applique. We're just doing the embroidery. So that and maybe finishing up whatever buttons and embroidery we need to do on this one. I think that'd be pretty good. We'd have 2 done then. That would be good. So that'll probably be Saturday. And, we might still get this one done tomorrow. So, all right. I will see you guys tomorrow then. This will go up on YouTube at Penguin and Fish Movies, and it will stay here on Facebook. If you don't find it in your feed, just do a search for Penguin &Fish, and the videos will be on the page there. So thanks again, and thanks again to all you guys who got some of my fabric. I really do appreciate that a bunch, and it will go out probably Saturday morning or Friday afternoon. So thanks again, guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Good night.